What is going on, everybody? Sean here from the Win Condition with a special box opening video here. That's right, Modern Horizons 2 pre-release weekend. You're available to go buy some set booster boxes, collector boosters, and all that other nonsense. It's going to be ready next weekend on release weekend. So we're at a very interesting time right now where this is not quite available en masse to the public yet. However, since we have the physical cards, the hype and the value of these is at a bit of a high. Usually when these sets come out, right when they come out, they are worth a lot, and then they kind of dip when they hit peak supply, and then eventually they'll go back up. So from the LGS that I got this box from, we also got the promo card, a Sanctum Prelate in the old border form with the foily treatment. It's a very, very nice card. First one of those I've owned. And we also got a little Strixhaven promo pack. Up until the LGS thank you program comes out with the Fabled Passages, they were kind enough to provide a little bit of extra support. But yeah, anyway, let's get cracking. Start with the promo pack, and then we'll hit the box. Let's go. Figured we'd start with a close-up of this guy, or gal. But I'm starting to try out this new zoomed in, give you a little bit better focus. Some of the previous box openings that I've done have been a little lacking in the focus category, but all right, let's get into it. Let's start by cracking this promo pack and see what we got. A Sparring Regimen. So this is from Strixhaven. When it enters the battlefield, learn. Okay, whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature and untap it. Expressive Iteration in the showcase frame. Not bad. Look at the top three cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom. Now the thing that the card's used in standard here. And Emery, Lurker of the Lock. Not bad. Not bad for a promo pack. And then you get your code here. Oop, probably should have hit that. Maybe we'll edit a little bit. All right. So here we go. We're going to crack this box. And let's get these packs going. I love that it's the set booster, just because the rares are more plentiful. The draft boosters are fun when you're... oh my gosh! Right out the gates, we got ourselves a Marsh Flats. We got a Resurgent Belief, a Nevin Jarl's Disc, a sketch of a Gargadon, and a Crack Open. Okay, all right, interesting. So, one fetch, Resurgent Belief, and Nevin Jarl's Disc. Awesome. Good first pack. Way to start it off strong. Moving right along here. We'll do the close-up openings and then sort of a recap at the end of everything we got. So, feeling it so far. Ave Progenitor Ooze. Interesting. Oh, it has Storm. That's kind of cool. We got Mog Salvage, another uncommon. Combine Chrysalis. Creature tokens you have flying. Interesting. Gouged Zealot. And a Jade Light Ranger. Ooh, that's one of the from the list. Okay. Awesome. Little Jade Light Ranger action, and then the Ooze. Cool deal. So my roommate, he's really looking for a Chatterfang. So if I open one of those Chatterfangs, I know exactly where that's going to go. I think the one that I'm after more than anything, obviously fetch lands are great, but I would love to get a Scalding Tarn, finally. Okay, this is Svielen of the Sea and Sky. Has indestructible as long as you control 2 other merfolk. Merfolk you control of Ward 1. That's a good little merfolk. Chance Encounter. Whenever you win a coin flip, put a luck counter on Chance Encounter at the beginning of your upkeep. Has 10 or more luck counters on it, you win the game. Awesome. Phantasmal Dreadmaw. Another sketch card. Hard Evidence. Create a 0/3 blue crab token and investigate. Did we get a rare in that pack? Oh, we got a mythic. That's right. We got the Svelvum. That one. Yeah. All right. So one fetch in. We got the indestructible merfolk. Not too bad. And we get Territorial Kavu. Heard a little bit about this. What does this guy do? Power and toughness each equal to the number of basic lands among lands you control. Whenever it attacks, choose one, discard a card, draw a card, exile one target card from a graveyard. 2 mana, not bad. Could potentially be strong. Angelic Curator, Lens Flare, Marble Gargoyle. The heck is that? Gets +1/+0 till end of turn. Simple. Effective? Maybe. Reminds me of Granite Gargoyle from back in the day. Any boomers out there ever called Granite Gargoyle? What's up? Here we go. Academy Manufactor. If you'd create a clue, food, or treasure, instead create one of each. Oh, okay. I think that was another one my roommate was looking for here. Scourge, Familiar, Jade Avenger, and another Jade Avenger. Look at that. Sketch and the Foily all right next to each other. How convenient. All right. We got the Academy Manufactor. Not manufacturer, manufactor. All right, what do we got going here? Dress Down. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Creatures lose all abilities. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice Dress Down. Huh. I could get used to that. That seems like a fun little build-around card you could have some fun with. Some Patchwork Gnomes. World Weary. Enchanted creature gets -4/-4. Basic land cycling. Cool. Discerning Taste. Foil. Okay. Alright, well. This one rare per pack nonsense. You know, prefer maybe 1 or 2 more per pack. That's okay. We can be greedy, right? We're MTG players. Unmarked Grave. Search your library for a non-legendary card. Put that card in your graveyard. Then shuffle. Okay. Tutoring action. Priest of Fell Rites. Pay 3, sack Priest. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. And you can unearth. Human Warlock. Interesting. With all the clerics running around. Wonder why that wasn't a cleric. Gorilla Shaman. Talk about a blast from the past. You're going to destroy all your Soul Rings and all your Moxen. Blossoming Calm. Specimen Collector. Okay. So we had Priest and Unmarked Grave in that one. Nice. Back to the double. We're double raring now. Let's see here. Yeah, get these. Ooh, foil land. Uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. Sylvan Anthem. Green creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever a green creature enters the battlefield and you control, scry 1. Cool. Some green stompy action. There's a grief. There's a grief. Good grief. Love it. So, when it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land card from it. The player discards the card. And you can evoke it by exiling a black card from your hand. So, the talk about this is Ephemerate, which is a white card that allows you to blink your own creature. You can cast it for its evoke cost. Essentially, get rid of a card in your hand, put it on the battlefield for free, other than that. And then you cast Ephemerate so that its evoke trigger does not cause you to sacrifice it. It comes back onto the battlefield, and its ability triggers again. So pretty strong stuff, but definitely requires a good amount of setup to actually work. And an upheaval. Hello. Hello. Return all permanents to their owner's hand so you can evoke your grief yet again. Combo wombo. Not bad. Old Border Goblin Anarchomancer. Each spell you cast that's red or green costs 1 less to cast. I could get down with this. That's a good card. And Shattered Ego. Good pack here. Good pack. The Grief and the Sylvan Anthem. Faux show. We'll put Old Borders over there as well. Nice. Nice. We got a Marsh Flats. We got a Grief. And we got an Indestructible Merfolk. Ooh, what's this? What's that? Sword of Hearth and Home Extended Art. Zowie. So, If you didn't check on this price a couple days ago, this last week, I think it peaked at like $32,000 or something. But it was just people inflating the price because of hype. Hype. All right, Sword of Hearth and Home. Then we get Fractured Sanity. Each opponent mills 14 cards. You can cycle it for 1 in a blue. When you cycle it, each opponent mills 4. Mill-tastic. Love it. Cabal Coffers! What is going on? The packs are really starting to come together now. Tap, add a swamp for each swamp you control. This was an uncommon in the set it originally came out in, so not bad at all. Nested Shambler, little old border action when it dies. You create green squirrel tokens. And a Sojourner's Companion in the foily sort. So yeah, Sword and Cabal Coffers. Not a bad pack at all. Make sure to put the rares over there. Those over there. Excelente. So, looks like we might be getting to that point, folks, where this box is turning into enough reason to turn around and sell singles. Especially in the hype cycle, you know? We're getting there. We are all about that hype. Obsidian Charmaw. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each land your opponents control that can produce colorless flying. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. So in theory, you want to be casting this guy for red, and he blows up a non-basic land your opponent controls. 4/4 flyer for 2. Seems pretty strong. Seems like a constructed guy there to me. Karmic Guide. Oldie but a goodie. Now we just need to get that Revel Arc and we can go infinite on everybody. Kitchen Imp. Flying Haste Madness. Always good. And a Burdened Aerialist. And then, we got a Deep Root Champion from the list. Excellent. All right, another 3 rare pack. There we go. See, all we had to do was tell the box to behave, and lo and behold, ask and ye shall receive. A little foily swamp here. Ooh! I'll be honest. I do not know. It's a Grixis Planeswalker? Too bad we can't make a Brawl deck out of her. Protection from permanents with corruption counters. Each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2. Put a corruption counter on up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker. Gain control of target creature or planeswalker until end of turn. Untap it. Put a corruption counter on it. It gains haste till end of turn. Gain control of each permanent with a corruption counter on it. So we're looking at 4 plus 3 to the ultimate. Doable. Gaia Drone Dihada. Then we get a little Greed. Nice commandery staple there. Prismatic Ending. Converge. Exile target non-land permanent. Okay, not bad. Old bordery. And a Rakdos Headliner. Okay. Awesome. So we got the Gaia Drone and the Old Border Prismatic Ending. Sweet. We're deep in the second row here of this box. It's looking pretty tasty so far. And we've barely scratched the surface. Ooh! Hala, Ignoble Hierarch. Look at that little goblin guy. Look at him. Goblin guy. That's awesome. Inevitable Betrayal. So this is one of those 0. You can't play it for anything other than its suspend cost. Search target opponent's library for a creature card. Put that card in the battlefield under your control. The player shuffles. Suspend 3. So either cast it for free or you got to wait 3 turns for that to go off. Then we got Patchwork Gnomes. Old Border Chatterstorm. Yikes. Dude, it's like I'm opening all the cards for Chatterfang for my roommate. It's great. Move that over there. Cool. Inevitable Betrayal, Chatterstorm, and Ignoble Hierarch. Banging, baby. Banging. There we go. Keep them coming. Okay. Keep going through there. All right. Smackdown with the Urza's Saga. I am so excited to try to play with this card. I've heard all the hype about it. So it's a land that is a saga as well. Comes down, you're able to tap to add a colorless. You can then, in the second chapter, tap 2 and tap it to create an artifact creature token that has +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Search your library for an artifact with converted mana cost 0 or 1. Not converted mana cost 1 or less. It's literally, it has a 0 or it has a 1 in it. And put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Great card. Sea Drake. When it enters the battlefield, return 2 target lands to the owner's hand. Kind of cool. Bone Shards. Sack to destroy. Pretty good. And then a foil Lens Flare. Urza, how's your saga? Love it. Love it. You know what? That's going to make me want to play Karn, Scion of Urza again. And just start jamming out those colorless construct creatures. Just flood the battlefield. Okay, so Timeless Witness, supposedly kind of like Eternal Witness, but yeah, you can eternalize it. That's not bad. Pretty cool. Master of Death. That's a tall, it's quite a name to live up to. When it enters the battlefield, Surveil 2, at the beginning of your upkeep, if Master of Death is in your graveyard, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return it to your hand. Okay, it's a 3/1. Nice. Extruder. Reminds me of MacGruber. Ornithopter of Paradise. Ooh, 2 mana, flying, add 1 mana of any color. I like it. Explore the space. Explore the space. Thank you, Christopher Walken. Pretty cool. Pretty cool over here. Like it. Like the old bordery thopteriness. And it makes mana. That's something to think about. Okay. What have we here? Profane Tutor. Okay. So this is an old border version of another one of these suspend free cards. Search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, and shuffle. So you can pay 2, wait 2 turns and do it, or cast it again off of something like As Foretold or Electro Dominance or something like that. Zabaz, the Glimmer Wasp. 1 for a modular 1. Means it comes in with a 1/1 counter on it. If a modular triggered ability would put 1 or more 1/1 counters on a creature you control, that many +1/+1/+1 counters are put it instead. Red, destroy target artifact you control. White gains flying till end of turn. Because it's a wasp. It should have flying. And there's a chainer. Discard a card, you may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. Activate only once each turn. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if you didn't cast it from your hand, it gains haste until end of turn. Chainer's pretty cute. Sketch, Abundant Harvest. Awesome. There's that Japanese treatment that came out a little bit... oh my gosh, what was it? Strixhaven for this card before this set actually came out. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I like the art on that one a little bit better than this one. But what do I know? And then we have a Parcel Mirror. Nice. Another 3 rare pack with the Tutor, Zabaz, and Chainer. Excellent. Moving right along, got a couple more packs here in the middle row. This has been quite a fun box opening so far. I'm digging it. Totally digging it. Totes. Digging it. Verdant Command. Let's brush up on this here. Target player creates 2 tap 1/1 green squirrels. Counter target loyalty ability of a planeswalker. It's a counter spell, or stifle-ish. Exile target card from graveyard. Target player gains 3 life. Okay. Alright. Instant. Put 2 squirrels into play. So like Call to Arms for white. Something like that. Interesting. Could be something. Soul Snare. I remember that guy. Oh! I skipped one. This is a Ravenous Squirrel, but let's take a look at this. Foil Old Border Dam. Wow. Damn. I don't even care. I'll say it again. Damn. That is a spicy meatball right there. Woo! Woo! What a pack. Okay. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Damn. They knew what they were doing as soon as they did that. Seriously. There's one thing Wizards loves to do. It's try to get you. The puns, the everything. I love it. It's one of the reasons why I love this game so much. What else do we have here? Fury. Another mythic. Double strike. 3/3. When Fury enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. Evoke, exile a red card from your hand. Another one of these free spells, free in quotes, but still 4 damage divided as you choose. That's like 4 Llanowar Elves in a game of Commander, or Dark Confidants, any of those things. There's a lot of things with 1 toughness that this thing can just clear out for you. And then you get a 3/3 double strike. Or you just cast it for 5 And you get a 3/3 double strike that does 4 divided how you choose upon entering. No face, though. Only creatures or planeswalkers. Riptide Laboratory. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan. Ran a Urtai Wizard Adept EDH deck, and this was a very fun one to put in there. Obviously with Snapcaster Mage and stuff, too. Mind Collapse. If it's your turn, you may sacrifice a mountain rather than pay it. It does 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Just make Fire Blast. Please don't tease us with this, Mind Collapse nonsense. And we get Painful Lesson from the list, as well as that foil Silver Bluff Bridge. Indestructible. Okay, so for a second, these enter the battlefield tapped. They're indestructible, and it's white and black, white and red, black, blue and red. It's indestructible. It's an artifact land. So a couple things there. Number one, you can tutor for artifacts out of your deck and get this. You can land, like with old school Tezzeret. You can use that new Cleansing Wildfire to target this thing. It will not get destroyed, but you get to search your library for land and put it into play for 1 and a red. It's like Rampant Growth. There's a lot of fun things you can do with these indestructible artifact lands. Who cares that they come in tapped? I mean, yeah, it matters, but there's still a lot to... there's a lot more space that you can explore, if you know what I mean. All right, continuing on. Still in this middle row. There's just so much fun to be had in cracking this box of Modern Horizons 2. I didn't participate in Modern Horizons 1, so this is like making up for lost time. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. There's a lot of uncommons in here. Dermo Taxi. It's a taxi, and it's like taxidermy. Imprint. As it enters the battlefield, exile a creature from a graveyard. Tap 2 untap creatures you control until end of turn. Dermo Taxi becomes a copy of the exiled card, except it's a vehicle in addition to its other types. So it's a creature, but you have to crew it because you made the dead thing into a vehicle. Wow. I get it. Bone Shredder. Nice little uncommon there. Floodhound. Investigate. We have an Underworld Hermit foil. When it enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 green squirrel tokens equal to the devotion to black. And then we get Saber Ants. Whenever Saber Ants is dealt damage, we put that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens into play. This is like talking to Grist here. If we open a Grist, then that's just, we're going full circle with the insects. There's like a crossing between insects and squirrels in here. There should only be like one green token style, that you're messing around with, but that's okay. We'll forgive you. Timeless Dragon, Plane Cycling, Eternalize, 5/5 flying for 5. Simple, straightforward, white dragon. Cool. General Ferocious Rockiric. General Ferris Rockiric. Human Soldier. Hexproof from monocolored. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 4/4 white and golem creature token. That's beefy. Can pump out a pretty big army pretty quickly. Hunting Pack. Blacksmith's Skill. Permanent gains hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gets +2/+2 in the right deck. Mystic Redaction. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you discard a card, each opponent mills 2 cards. With some wheel effects that could get rather nasty. I dig it. I like it. Okay. Put the old borders and other interesting stuff over here. Good deal. All right. We are on to the last row of cards. We still have only pulled 1 fetch, so let's see what we can do as we continue here. Okay. Speaking of hype, Diamond Lion. Sacrifice Diamond Lion, add 3 mana of any color. Activate only as an instant. So the Lion's Eye Diamond update. Not necessarily upgrade, but there's going to have to be some shenanigans going on to make this guy really as effective as everybody wants him to be. Because let's be real. You see this guy, you want him to be super effective, super powerful, but you're going to need to give him haste, some other stuff. Anyway, good card though. Wonder. Flying. As long as Wonder's in your graveyard, creatures you control have flying. That's a good one. I believe that's a reprint too. Squirrel Sovereign. I swear, all the old bordered squirrel cards. Other squirrels you control get +1/+1. It's only 2 mana. That is a 2/2 Lord for 2 mana. Go Squirrel Sovereign. Go Squirrel Sovereign. Piercing Rays. And a Juniper Order Ranger. Whenever another creature can play, blah, 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 1/1 counter, and a 1/1 counter on the Order Ranger. All right. Cool deal. Let's go. I mean, Scalding Tarn one time. Maybe even in the old border foil format. But that's okay. I'll settle for a regular one. Nykthos Paragon. Whenever you gain life, you may put that many 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Do this only once each turn. Huh. Okay. Piru, the Volatile. We got ourselves a dragon. Flying lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Piru, the Volatile, unless you pay Mardu. When Piru dies, it deals 7 damage to each non-legendary creature. Okay. Dragons. Dragons. Zurin Orb. Throwback. Sack land, gain life. Nasty combos. Galvanic Relay. Exile the top card of your library. During your next turn, you may play that card. Storm. Ooh. Okay. Maybe this is some good card draw for mono red in the commander format. Vermin Gorger as a foil. Nice. Alright. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I thoroughly enjoy opening packs of Magic cards and just love sharing it with all y'all. Let's see here. Ooh! Okay, I like this guy. Harmonic Prodigy. Prowess. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So cards like Soulscar Mage, I believe, is a wizard. So that would mean if you trigger prowess on the wizard, he gets double prowess, or it triggers twice. So, unfortunately, things like Monastery Swiftspear, a monk, does not qualify as a wizard or shaman, but this is only the beginning. Eventually, you will get enough critical mass of wizards, possibly with prowess, to make this thing into a serious contender. Hunting Pack, again. We got the Marble Gargoyle in Old Border this time, so we have it in foil and Old Border. Good job on us. A Foundry Helix is additional cost. Sacrifice a permanent. Deals 4 damage to any target. And a Shivan Meteor from the list. Alright, yay, prowess. Love it. So does that mean Snapcaster gets to trigger on 2 spells? I mean, here, let's think about this for a second. I think that's true. Because if an ability, it doesn't say activated, but an ability of another wizard I control triggers, it triggers an additional time. I think that means your Snapcasters can now snap two spells back at the same time. Copied myself there, saying snap a few times. All right. Getting down to it. There's the non-sketch version of Nykthos Paragon. I don't know. What do you think? Which one's better? I don't know. Tough one. These sketch cards got me thinking. So, Nykthos Paragon. Braids. Cabal Minion. Now legal and modern. Phenomenal. Glimmer Baron. Sacrifice a token. It gets +2/+2 till end of turn. It's like Gilder Baron, only not. And a foil Flame Rift. Deals 4 damage to each player. And a Fact or Fiction from original Modern Horizons. Hello. Oops. As I smack the camera. Okay, let's put the old borders over there. I guess foil Flame Rift should go over there too, just because people have been talking about it, although they're saying don't play it. There's better options in Burn. Probably true, but what do they know? They're only like Magic pros. Oh, Planeswalker, give it to me. Yes, Dakin Shadow Slayer. Absolutely love this guy. Enters the battlefield with a number of loyalty counters on him equal to the number of lands I control. He only costs 3, so potentially he could come down for 3 or less if you're using mana rocks. Surveil 2, exile target creature. You may put an artifact card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. Super solid. Solid dude. Mishra's Factory. Nice little reprint there. Terminal Agony. Destroy target creature with a madness. That picture is just phenomenal. And in the old border treatment, that looks pretty sick. So shiny. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, if you control a token, tap it, then scry 2, and it doesn't untap. A little bit of blue control for you there. Nice. Dakin. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Your creature card now might have to see some run, dude. Get y'all back in the mix. Do some serious damage and ramp in those Esper colors. Gotta love it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Extended Art Gaedrone. Nice. We already kind of went through those abilities. A regular dam. Awesome. Shardless Agent. Okay. 1 green blue Cascade. 2/2. The best part about this card is it cascades for something less than 3, which means things like free spells, or if you build your deck in such a way that you know what you're going to hit, it definitely makes it a lot more effective. Blazing Root Walla. Yeah, it's a Root Walla. Flourishing Strike. It's a common. Okay, so again, this pack was pretty nice to us. We got Gaedrone, Dam, and Shardless Agent. Love it. Okay, we got 4 packs left. Will we pull one other fetch out of here? Nobody knows, but we will find out together. Nettle Cyst. Living Weapon. Equip creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact enchantment I control. Sweet. Equips for 2. Solitary Confinement. Beginning of upkeep, sacrifice it unless you discard a card. Skip your draw step. You have Shroud. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. In Modern now. That's interesting. Good little protective card there. Steep Through. Return 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. Wizard cycling 2. Cool. And the foil Tainted Agony. Look at that. Look at that. Very shiny. Very nice. Very, very good looking art there. Okay. 3 left. Count it down. From 3. Come on, Scalding Tarn. Show me fetch. Make fetch happen. Let's go. Out of Time. When Out of Time enters the battlefield, untap all creatures. Then phase them out until Out of Time leaves the battlefield. Put a time counter on it for each creature phased out this way. Vanishing. Okay, so I guess the thought is board wipe, because when you're in Commander, that's way too many time counters for it to be relevant at all, unless you manipulate it at all. But then in Standard, or Modern, sorry, not Standard, if you can snag 3 or 4 creatures, that might be the same as a board wipe, because games can end relatively quickly. Regular Flame Rift here. Another old Border Chatterstorm. My goodness. A foil Territorial Kavu. Okay. Let's take a look at that guy here. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. All right. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Down to the last 2 packs. As my box spills onto the ground. At least we waited till the end and it wasn't like packs everywhere. All right. Now we will get Chef's Kiss. Gain control of target spell that targets only a single permanent or player. Copy it, then reselect the targets at random for the spell and the copy. The new targets can't be you or a permanent you control. Little misdirection. Little copying. Very nice. We got Seal of Cleansing. Arcus Acolyte. Reach lifelink Outlast. Each other creature you control with the 1/1 counter on it has Outlast. And a Mere Scrappling. Okay. All right. Let's get that last pack and Chef's Kiss it on home. Here we go. Okie dokie. Get these comments here. Again, it's been... Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Gaia's Will. Suspend 4 for a green. Until end of turn, you may play lands and cast spells from your graveyard. If a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile that card instead. So again, wanting to play this thing for free, because waiting 4 turns, just way too long. But it's Yawgmoth's Will. It's awesome. Seal of Removal. Sacrifice it. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Got it. Phantasmal Dreadmaw. Saw one of you already. Battle Plan, foil. And that's it. All right. that guy as well back in there. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So my mistake. We actually had one extra pack. Must have fallen out of the box. So let's take one more shot, one more crack at cracking here. It was at the Underworld Cookbook. There you go. We have Karth, the lion. Roar. When he enters the battlefield, or a Planeswalker I control dies, look at the top 7 cards in my library. You may reveal a Planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Planeswalker's loyalty abilities activate cost an additional +1 to activate. So if they were +1, now they are +2, and so on and so forth. Cool, Karth. Little Sea Drake, Air Amoeba, Old Border, and Search the Premises. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks you or a Planeswalker you control, investigate. Okay. I get behind that. And a little Friday Night Magic bonus there. Okay. Now we're done. So here's a recap of some of the highlights that we got. Oh man, that foil Old Border Dam was just something to behold. I mean, we pulled one fetch land, so, not too bad. The Grief, the Sword, the Urza Saga, the Cabal Coffers. We got some good hits this box. So next week, we are going to get the collector boosters coming. We're going to try to do another one of these for you. But in the meantime, I am going to be very curious to see what we can fetch for these cards this weekend. So thanks again for watching the video. And I'm going to try to start listing these. Have a great day, guys.